government has heard views, opinions, suggestions from experts, from various policy makers around in the country, economists from several parts of the country and also some from outside, and then placed all the thoughts together to produce this budget which has been tabled in the House. Building an Atmanirbhar Bharat actually reflects the aspiration of the people of India, 130 crore people of India, many of whom, 2/3 of whom are youth who are looking for opportunities, looking for dignified ways in which they can live their lives, contribute towards building of this country, and therefore are looking not merely for just assistance from government, but also facilitation and building of such ecosystems with which they can contribute to the economy. So the stimulus is for revival and systemic reforms that even during the pandemic that the Prime Minister has taken up. And those reforms are the ones which are going to sustain the growth, sustain ease of doing business, and sustain India as the leader in terms of entrepreneurial skills. And therefore, the blend of looking at stimulus provision and also not losing out on the opportunity that we can derive, even though we are living in a pandemic situation, to reform and make India a better managed, better governed country for our youth. So the relief and succor which was so required for our poor, for those people who were very much outside of their villages, outside of their states, was so distinctly provided. I think many of us have observed it, many of them have been repeated, but it is worth mentioning just once that 800 million people were provided free food grains, free cooking gas were provided for 80 million people, and cash directly was given to 400 million people, farmers, women, Divyang, and also the poor and needy. So an immediate response as soon as the lockdown was announced has actually provided that so much required succor which is absolutely necessary to support our citizens. The PM Garib Kalyan is valued at 2.76 lakh crores, which is a timely measure that was necessary to be taken. Now, even before I get into some of the details which many of the members of honourable members have raised as issues, saying, can we have a bit of clarity, will it assure some kind of a steps and so on, I just want to straight away address one issue, sir. Chairman, sir, it's now become a sort of habit for some in the opposition to constantly allege whatever this government is doing, in spite of all that we're doing for the poor, and more needs to be done, and that is not denied at all. In spite of the various steps, obviously seen steps taken for helping the poor and needy of this country, a false narrative is created to accuse, saying, oh, this government works only for cronies. I just want to come up with some details before I get into some of the details in the budget to say, houses completed under PM Awas Yojana, sir, more than 1.67 crore houses have been completed. Is that for the rich? Households which have been electrified under Saubhagya since 2017 October is more than 2.67 crores. Is that for the rich? Total value of orders placed on government e-marketplace is 8,22,077 crore, which is more than 8 trillion of rupees. Are they being given to big companies? They are being given to MSMEs. So we have helped out small and medium companies to ensure themselves getting a market. Is that for the rich and the big capitalists? Length of the road sanctioned under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana is and that is strictly between 2014-15 and those years, 211,192 kilometers. Those roads go to villages. Are they villages only for the rich, or are they villages where people who belong to the lower sections of the society also live? Are they villages where Garib don't live? So, whose lifeline are these roads? So, unthinkingly just keep throwing allegations saying, oh, this is for crony capitalists, this government is working only for the rich. Please answer these questions. Total verified applications on National Scholarship Portal, more than 9 crore people, and all of whom are getting fellowships. For whom are these fellowships going? Are they going for the rich? Are they going for the capitalists? Are they going for the cronies who the UPA government had happily encouraged? And now to stand up and each time create a false narrative. Before I get into the details of the budget, I want these questions to be kept in mind much before false narratives are thrown at us.